believe it would be KT who would be receiving the male Swedish name begins with HJ. Anything?
HJ.
Yeah.
Hjalmar.
Let's begin with a roll of how well you set up all of the possible contacts. The first round of blast of information out into the internet and the various digital means of communications. Of all the different, I even said Twitter a minute ago instead of its new name. And
well, it's used
In
interchangeably
our world,
anyway, so.
I think in our world it's called Twitter.
Okay. I see. Making the world a better place already. I see. Okay.
He's like a Bond villain.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if it's better, but it's different.
So go ahead and take your technology because we're going to see how long it takes.
Wait, what's the difference between technology and contact?
Sorry. This would be contact. Yeah.
So all roll it?
No, you will be rolling because we're talking about potential clients.
Okay, so contact, if I set it at 2, that means I use 2 dice.
Correct. And your highest is a 5.
It's D6 all this?
Good. Yes.
It's perfect.
And so, excellent. So how quickly, I mean, that's an excellent success. So talk about how quickly the communications come in and what they're like.
So I think, so somebody is calling.
What I'm saying, yes, I'll play one of these people. I just want to get a general idea for context of how well you have succeeded in getting people's attention and making contact.
So we have succeeded in getting people's attention, but the percentage of serious requests and people kind of finding the whole idea funny is about 50-50 at the moment.
A lot of prank calls.
Yeah.
So there is a decent amount of pranks, and it usually isn't difficult to kind of sort them out, but they are still blocking. You still have to read them or listen to them, or sometimes you get lured into something for a while.
One of the little communications that is digital, of course, reading on whatever platform, and
my phone.
And one of them is it's from Beetle Man, 2 words. And it asks in Swedish. I'm not sure if this is quite correct. Är ni väldiga? Is that right? Are you for real?
Är det riktigt?
Yeah, riktigt. Yeah. Är ni riktigt?
Are you guys are you guys for real?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Är ni riktigt? Jag är det.
What do you say in the loss?
I am scared.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, we are for real. What is it you're scared of? What scares you? Can you tell me more? So this goes like tippity.
And
takes not even half a minute.
And where is she in the midst of this, so we get sort of an idea?
She is in that little back room. Sitting on one of the chairs, having her feet on another, and having a cup of coffee close to her on the table, and working on her phone.
One of the, since this happened really fast, you guys have not been using this room because of the good roll, right? I mean, the communication started rolling in fast, and so you haven't been using this room for very long, so one of the coffee shop employees goes in to get a roll of something and kind of looks at you once and then goes out. Okay, so then...
This is very promising.
So, the Beetle Man says,
would you like to come? And then I say the name of the coffee shop. What was it?
Rastplatsen.
To Rastplatsen. I can meet you there.
All right. There's a long pause, and then he says,
Or we can meet in an espresso shop or something.
"Oh, you mean somewhere else?"
Yes, something more professional. I'm hovering above you. Client.
I prefer Rastplatsen. That's okay with you. We have our office closed.
Right. So you're thinking, Rustplatz could use a little makeover.
Right,
now.
yes. Oh, yes, so I'm starting cleaning and like arranging.
Mm-hmm. Better clean the place up.
Yes.
So the beetle man informs you, his name is Hilmar. He says, I will be, it has to be early in the morning. I have work. So
Not a
early tomorrow
problem.
morning.
I'm going to send some
Mhm.
early in the morning.
He's got nothing better to do. He's retired.
Yeah, men that's right.
Here, I'll-
But, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
no
to.
worries.
You're
He's
sleeping
only-
in?
He can't
Yeah.
sleep.
I'm not going to be up early in the
Excellent.
morning.
All right. Well, when Hilmar shows up, he's wearing a park employees, like a city park employees
Oh,
uniform.
like the
Not a custodial uniform, but more like the
brightly colored, like I work on the like with
Right.
the straight street maintenance, kind of like a green area
Right.
maintenance.
And in fact, I had written this down, but I couldn't find the piece of paper. It's the park, the famous park in Stockholm it's managed by the library, it's a garden, it's got the statue of Linnaeus.
Yes.
Brunda?
Yes, in Östermalm. What is it? Okay, wait, I couldn't live.
I know which you mean.
Humle. It
Yes,
is.
Humlegården.
Yeah,
right?
Humlegården.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he has a vest on or something that identifies him as a city worker, and he's kind of a pasty looking person doesn't look like he gets out in the sun much, and
Giving him the eye because he could be an alien.
okay.
I'm into this.
Okay, so you're about. Oh wait, you're meeting there. You're doing the meeting,
Yes.
and you are keeping an eye on.
Right,
this.
I'm incognito, so I'm hovering around.
Sure.
Hovering or hoovering.
Yes.
I'm trying to. Okay, I'll move her like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I have Hilmar is saying
That's excellent. Because that's my teamante. Okay.
it's terrifying, and they all make fun of me when I talk about it. Nobody takes me seriously.
All right.
The fact that he's wearing he's wearing a cap that's got a cartoon like insect face right there, and it says across his shirt, partly obscured by the vest.
So his work cloth is the vest basically, but he
Right,
has like
right.
another T-shirt underneath.
Yes, exactly, and it says underneath it, "Love your Beatles."
And it is Beatles as in the insect, and not
Yes. No, not band.
not for band members.
Exactly correct. And he'll even.
I'm dropping you a note saying examine in bad Swedish. Examine that cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look at the cap while he's looking at it while he's talking about his worries.
He begins to get a little choked up. You see, there's so many of them, and they're so diverse, and they're so vulnerable, and I would be terrified that they're so wonderful where I work, and they skitter around in the leaves, and something terrible is going to happen to them.
Are we talking about people here, or
he looks a little offended and says, "Do you know what Charles Darwin said when they asked him if he believed in, if what he had learned about God?"
No.
He says, "The divinity is inordinately fond of beetles," he says with dignity.
I see.
Yes, and I work hard. We take care. We do educational talks in the park. I help people understand about the natural world that we preserve in the parks of this city.
Oh, and
You know the national park. It's the lung of the city.
Yes, of course.
So, sir, I say you have come to the right place. I'm a personal friend of that Charles. Not recognizing him.
Yes, I see. Well, I think he's yes. He nods. He's a little frightened by you at first glance as you sort of loom up, and well,
Yes.
can I trust you people?
Yes, of course.
I don't think this is something normal. I don't know. It's
right.
the lights at night. Dark.
I see.
They draw my attention. They stun people's minds. Who knows what they're doing to the beetles?
Yes. No, I understand. There are
Parcel of paper here and a cup of coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Also have a cookie.
He's very grateful.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I understand. There are many, how to say, there are in many cultures stories about beetles and the lights and so on. So yes,
Yes. Also in English, in England, so I heard.
yes.
Yes.
So of course we,
Very famous.
yes.
Famous Beatles.
Well, if your company could help me could help to understand what's happening and warn people.
We are professionals.
And
You can trust me, sir.
Well, do you think you could certify a statement that I could pass on to my employers and to the city?
Of course, we have to investigate this thoroughly.
Yes, of course. And we shall have a look, and if we can collaborate your statement, we shall draw up some documents so that we can make sure that everyone understands how it is.
We are the best.
I think it's a contacts role because when you are basically winning over somebody,
Yes.
that is so. This is your contacts role. No, this will be you have you're officially in charge of the meeting, but somebody seems to have taken over.
Yeah, that's all right for me.
So you go right ahead.
That happens all the time.
I see that. Yes, go ahead and roll it 3 dice.
I think that I'm sorry for the what's it called deception, but and then I open it says I've written it with like gold colors, CEO/CFO.
Oh.
I am the proud owner of this up and coming.
Isn't it just one of those like plastic bags, sort of gold color?
It's very
Let's see
homemade.
the dice roll here.
And very cheap.
Oh,
It's a
also
5.
with a 5. Okay, so as it says
Okay,
here.
now we get our second.
Yes, you
franchise
do.
dice.
Yes, you do.
So do we? You keep track of that. Okay.
Oh, so you.
All right, go ahead and say how well you conclude the deal with Gilmar, and don't forget the finances.
Yes, of course, because I am business minded.
That's right.
So at first I sell it, but I believe in this. I truly believe in this. I believe in him. At first I was afraid of the tinfoil cap,
Yes.
but my fears have subsided. He's convinced me, and I'm very. Uppe i varv.
Yes,
All right.
Inspired,
Yeah,
motivated.
yes. So
Gassed up.
Yeah.
I think I dazzled him with my enthusiasm.
Excellent. So therefore, he
And
can
the
only
small-
pay as much as he can, but with a 5, he'll certainly pay.
Yeah.
Promises if the city to agree, if we influence
Ooh,
the city,
city
contract, yeah.
Yes, of course. This is like just your part, but
This could be
surely
huge.
this must be happening in other parts. Like bugs are everywhere.
Sir,
I'm sorry, insects, beetles.
Coleoptera.
Yes, what he said.
Make an academics roll.
Yeah, all right. I have 4 in academics.
4
5.
and another 5.
So I quickly correlate when I catch on to like he's very
Taxonomic, yes.
Yeah, so like the correct taxonomy, like yes, every and I start rattling up like
yeah.
all the various kind like the
Mhm.
like Latin name for beetles, the dragonflies, maybe
Yours.
even arachnids.
Swedish, please. Swedish, please.
That's right. And and also, you probably, with a role like that, you probably identify like a species of beetle that's
Yes.
native to that area, which
Yes.
would make him very happy.
Yes.
Now you see, this is the fun part, is that if you failed that role, he would have rattled your ego and you would be taking stress.
Mhm.
That's the idea.
Yeah, that would be like getting just.
You
I
got
can see how
owned.
that happens.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
like
So, all right. So far you guys have done quite well, and I think
We're good at this.